next up we have Goombles, and I'm gonna bring Farmanesh right up on stage right now. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining. It's super exciting to finally speak to you again. We spoke first at Rare Evo, if you can remember. But yeah, it's been really a journey since then. Like you did so much. You launched the NFT collection, which was a huge success. You keep pushing out updates for Goombles, and you've been just also pushing the marketing drum a lot, which is really impressive. So thanks for joining.
Yeah, definitely, and appreciate that. We did have a good chat at Rare Evo, and yeah, right now we're actually kind of laying low on the marketing side, right? While we're building, we're giving like regular updates, dev updates, cool little sneak peeks and stuff. We actually just gave 2 in a row the last 2 days, so right now it's build a clock, and that's what we're doing.
That sounds good. I just pulled up your website here as well, and I know you sent me some stuff. I'm not sure if we can actually play it because I'm on a Mac, and I think you sent me the PC build. Maybe Victor, are you on a PC right now?
Yeah, I am on a PC.
Okay, maybe we can try it like that.
Can I play it? Because just
or
for
you can
everyone
play
in
it.
the
That's even better.
everyone
Yeah.
in the audience, I wanted to, because we just had our play test, right? We had a live play test, and we got some feedback from the community, and I was like, you know what? Let's just play a level and show you guys the game. So
yeah, absolutely. Let's do that in a bit. But before we get to the playing part, which is the exciting part, please give us the elevator pitch. What is Goombles?
Definitely. So Goombles is a 3D tower defense game on the Cardano blockchain. We're built for PC and mobile, right? So you're going to be able to play on different platforms. And while most Web3 games, they focus on like staking and renting your NFTs, things like that, Goombles is using blockchain as the icing on the cake, is what we like to call it. So rather than making it necessary to actually enjoy the game, we're making it as kind of like an additive. And basically, if you're a fan of tower defense, you're gonna love Goombles because we have a big like kind of spin and a unique mechanic, and that is we have a movable tower, right, which is going to be a mech. So basically, you're going to be defending your bases. Enemies are going to be coming from all directions, and you're going to have this this mech that you're going to be able to walk around. You're going to have to basically strategically put it in different places. You don't know, should I spend my money on this? Should I build my tower here? So it's going to be fast paced. And right now, our prototype, which we're going to be playing, is single player. But the ultimate goal of Goombles is we want to make it like a group experience, right? So whether you're, you and your 3 friends are fighting like a giant candy boss that's coming at your tower, and you guys are all working together, or possibly maybe you guys have a clan and you need to, you're fighting another clan, kind of like in Clash Royale or Clash of Clans games like that. We want to basically make Goombles like a group experience in the future once we get our multiplayer online.
That's very exciting. So to recap, basically you have a tower defense game, but you combine it with like a hero as well, where you can move the hero around and you have to reposition it based on the waves that are coming.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Really cool. Really cool. I'm a big fan of Warcraft, but also of some tower defense games like what was it called with the monkeys? So I'm
Bloons.
definitely very Bloons. Yeah, exactly. Bloons is like the only mobile game that I ever play.
Yeah, it's fun.
So very exciting. Yeah. Maybe let's jump right into it. You can try sharing your screen. I think there should be a button somewhere.
And I'm gonna turn my video off. Maybe you should do it, Patrick. So maybe it'll improve the quality.
Okay, I will try to.
Okay, and then just a heads up, guys. I'm gonna turn my camera off too.
The quality is really bad, unfortunately.
Hello.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah. You're still there? We can still hear
no.
Yeah, you're still here. Just the quality looks pretty bad. It's just the streaming.
Okay. Well, this may pose to be a problem because my whole screen is frozen right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then let's turn off the streaming part. Okay, disconnected. Let's turn on the camera again. Yeah, I have to say, It's sometimes difficult to stream stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna re-add Farmer Nash. I'm gonna try at least.
Okay, I think you have to select my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, we're in. So sorry
We're in.
guys, it's a super early build. Don't mind these graphics here, but this is going to be our prototype, and this is what we actually had players give some feedback on. So this guy right here is Gumford. He's kind of like the elder of the town, and basically he's the one that's gonna lead the Goombles basically and help them defend against the Sour. So everything in this world is candy themed. You can see here's kind of like an early mock-up for what a level could look like. We have a very, very like 3D type of tower defense graphics. Balloons, which is probably the most popular game, is more of like 2D. So what we're going to do is actually place our tower here, which is our mech. And you can see when I click on him, the camera moves and everything. So we can actually move him across the map. And I'm going to do double speed just because, we're trying to get through this here. So as enemies come, basically the mech's gonna shoot them. And this is obviously level 1 in the tutorial. So things are pretty easy. Now that we completed our wave, we're gonna get a little bit of info here and we're gonna keep going. Now, you can see enemies are coming from 2 directions, right? And Gumford is, he needs some help. So we're gonna put our mech over here, and then we're gonna put our gunball machine over here. And just like that, we are killing enemies from both directions. Now, it looks like we do need a little bit of an upgrade because they're getting a bit close. So I'm going to spend some of my money. And then you can see now my tower is a bit more bulky now that it's level 4. And yeah, so it looks like we've successfully defended against the Sour for now. And lastly, we're going to go to wave 3. So maybe we could chat a bit about the game or any questions you guys have, and I'll just be playing this in the background.
Yeah, please go ahead. It looks really nice. Of course, it's an early build, so I'm sure a lot of things will change. But it's really cool that you've actually already built so much this shortly after launching your NFTs, and I think that was very important to you as well, that you don't just talk but actually deliver, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, so this prototype here, it was actually being developed like before we even sold any NFTs,
Oh,
but
nice.
it wasn't in like a playable state. It wasn't something we wanted to say like, hey, here's the concept of what you guys can expect in the future.
Mhm.
But now we're kind of ready to just say like, all right, this is what the game is probably going to look like in the future. Of course, we're going to have a complete like graphics rehaul. Everything is going to look a bit different, but you kind of understand the elevation, you understand the gameplay mechanics, and all that type of stuff.
Mhm. So I'm wondering about your team a little bit. So I assume you have a few people working on this. So how big is your team at the moment? What are the roles in the team? What's your job basically? Are you programming as well, or are you having someone else program and you basically are the game designer? Does that work basically?
Yeah, absolutely. And then before I answer that real quick, you can see a cool mechanic is when he shoots the bomb, it actually stuns the tower. So it makes for some like unique interactions. Should I use a long range tower, short range, things in that nature. But regarding the Goombles team, so as of right now, it's I'm really a one-man army.
Mhm.
One thing that I'm doing is basically managing the community, all the social media accounts, literally like thinking of what features can go in the game and what's important to basically showcase to the players and finding market research and things like that. And so this prototype here was actually being developed by 2 indie game devs, and they did a really cool job. But since now we have funding post mint, we have since expanded the team. It's not something that we've publicly stated actually at this time, but we have had more hands and more brains kind of on Goombles working on it. But we want to make sure that we have all of the contracts and everything signed in time. So we're not really going to talk about that or like reveal who we're working with at this time. But there are more than 2 devs working on the project now, which I'm happy to say.
That's great.
Awesome.
That's really good. And you're building it in Unity, right?
Correct.
Okay. Nice. I'm a big Unity fan, as you can probably tell from what I said earlier about Unity. That's really cool, and that also opens up a lot of possibilities for just porting it to mobile and making it as accessible as possible. Of course.
Definitely. Everything that we're building, like we're keeping in mind. So right now we're playing on PC, but when it comes to like mobile builds, the hardware is a lot I guess less powerful. So it's like we need to build this with mobile in mind first, and that's why Unity is really good.
Makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah, Victor, what are your thoughts? Are you
Yeah,
excited?
I like the style that you've chosen. I mean, your website looks phenomenal. Like just the style is so appealing, and it makes you want to play. And then like the candies and everything, it looks just so much fun. And I love that you can move these characters around. I haven't played too many tower defense games, but from the ones that I played, like you can't really move them, especially like this. Like it's a living character. And I do have a question. So you have a level, and of course it says question mark now. It's probably because it's an early stage, but can you describe these leveling systems for these towers?
Definitely. So I'm gonna sell. Well, I actually just finished the level, so why don't we go into the next one, and then I'll kind of explain while we play. So here is just kind of an idea of like how we're gonna map out this level. There's a lot of placeholder assets as you could see, but when it comes to leveling, let me get here. We'll use the laser pop for example, right? So this is a new tower that we just unlocked. This one basically fires a laser at enemies. It's not the strongest, so it may be a bit tough to beat this round. But basically, each tower is going to have two different paths, and each one's going to be specific for a certain type of enemy, right? So we're going to do basically the multi-hit path. And now you can see we're firing like a bunch of different lasers at these enemies. And this one is supposed to be good for like area of effect and hitting multiple enemies at a time rather than having like a concentrated beam. So every time I kill an enemy, I'm getting that this gold here in the top, and I'm basically gonna have to decide like what's the best way to spend it in order to defeat the enemies before they get to my base. And then we're gonna speed it up too, just to make it a little more crazy. Aside from upgrades, as you play games in Goombles, you're gonna be able to further upgrade your towers, which I can actually show you right now. And that's going to be done through a skill tree. We're super basic right now, but I'll give you kind of a rundown of how it will work.
I love
So
skill
you're
trees.
going to be able to pick things and basically like build a tower how you want to build it, right? You're going to be able to play in a style that you like. So you get this one, you get this one, and so on.
Looks very good. I had a question of a little bit of a different sort. You're very vocal on Twitter also about this whole concept of building games for gamers instead of just Web3 people, and also not focusing on the staking mechanics and stuff like that, but actually focusing on the play, right, on the actual game. And to me, the critical question for like all the Web3 games at the moment is like, what is your go-to-market strategy? How are you actually getting your audience? Because I know, of course, a lot of people know Goombles, a lot of people know you, and those will be players, but they're probably not the ones that you want to reach, because you want to build something which everyone can enjoy. So how are you thinking about this? How are you gonna get people that maybe never touched crypto before to get play your game?
Yeah. So the go-to-market strategy is a bit more complicated, but I'll talk about how we're going to get Web 2 players, just in general, and that is just don't shove Web 3 in their face, right? Make it optional rather than a must, right? Don't make them open a wallet before they can even play the game. It's just there's so much friction, and especially like with the complex seed phrase and things like that. Like nowadays, people just wanna open the app and go, and
Yeah.
basically we just need to allow them to do that. So when it comes to the actual kind of go-to-market strategy, we are more of an indie project, so we're probably going to have a lot of like a big social media push, tournaments, prize pools, things like that. And then of course we have a decent following on Twitter, which will help us spread the word out. So at this time, more focused on hey, let's do some market research, figure out what our best chance of making a great game and coming at the market in a unique way. And then once our game is ready, then we're going to kind of focus on showing it to people. Because if you show this to Web2 gamers, they're going to say, okay, it's cool, but like it doesn't compare to the other Web2 games. So we do have a lot of work ahead of us to make this graphic style and gameplay good enough to actually be in the market.
And what exactly is the role of the NFTs then in the game? Like what are you buying when you buy an NFT?
Yeah. So currently there's we have 5,000 Goombles out. It's half of our collection, which is going to be 10,000. And right now Goombles act as like an all access pass, right? So think of it as like a battle pass in Fortnite, but you're going to be able to keep it basically as long as you hold an NFT. So you'll get every like new season or new time, you'll get all the skins that are available, all the perks. You'll get bonuses after games that other people would normally have to, like, let's say, watch an ad for or do other things, as well as like exclusive cosmetics and like if you have a player profile, you'll be able to have unique, like let's say a banner or something in that nature. So uh, further developments, right, is if we ever want to implement like a prize pool system, we could have a holders only prize pool. So there's a lot of different things, and Goombas are basically going to be your pass to experience everything in the ecosystem. And you'll be able to earn off-chain and on-chain items, right? So a lot of people in Web3 are super interested in earning these on-chain items.
Yeah, that's my big question is the on-chain and option. I'm really happy that you said that you're going to offer both options for people who don't even care or even know how to use on-chain stuff. So just allowing people to play games and so could you trade? You said you can earn off-chain stuff, but would you be able to trade that in the central way, or is that only through the on-chain?
Now, you'll probably not be able to trade off-chain items, and the reason is we want to make sure that the NFTs, they're like, I'll say, more rare in some
Mhm.
cases. So if I have a common like cosmetic or consumable item or something, usually no one's gonna want to trade that with me, right? Everyone can get the common ones. But
Mhm.
maybe if you have a rare one, you'll want to trade it with some people or use it for a certain thing. So you can expect that the holders will probably get a lot of the rarest items, especially if they're
Yeah.
playing more than your average person.
Yeah, so it's really increasing the value of the NFTs, but also encouraging people to get into Web3 by, seeing all this trading. And also, so would there be like a marketplace on your website for all this to happen?
Yeah, so this is actually a complicated question, right? And this is something that it's really we want to put the marketplace in game, but we're not
Yeah.
sure exactly if Apple or whoever is going to
Mm,
allow us to do that or kick us off the App Store. So we want to do whatever is complying with
yeah.
laws and regulations. But the ideal goal, right, is to have everything tradable in game or excuse me, and on our website. So you can do either.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a big one, especially with what's going on with Damas. I'm sure you guys have heard about that. So it's just a lot of rules and stuff you have to abide by. But yeah, I mean, I'd be happy it being on the website, but of course you want to keep people in the game as much as possible. So yeah, that'd be a great option if that can happen. But like again, I love the look of this. I love like these candies are flying around and like this whole world that you're building here. And like I would love to learn more. You said there's mini games, but they're all kind of like entwined together. So like if I play a mini game, because the base game is this base defense game, right?
Yeah, mini games are just for fun. They don't have
Okay.
any effect on anything, and they're
Oh,
for
so you
like
can't like
prizes.
oh, you can
That we
get
do for
prizes,
the
but you
community.
can't. Can you earn coins in the mini games?
No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no, no.
just prizes.
We're fully focused on developing Goomble Sugar Clash, which is the game you're looking at right now, um, or at least in its
Yeah,
early stage right now.
I like that name. Like I said, I love the branding, Sugar Clash, and like this whole candy thing is awesome. But hey, man, I love it.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Patrick, do you have anything?
Yeah, I was just actually trying to find the unmute button, but no, I completely agree with Victor with everything he said. I really like your approach to branding and also to oh yeah, let's Whoops, let's turn on the camera again. There we are. And also in terms of onboarding, Web2 users, that's very important. In general, I think, if you build something for the Web2 world, and then, maybe you even use the Apple Pay, etc., systems that they have to purchase items in their way, but then you just offer people to take those items and put them outside into the Web3 space, into a wallet. You basically give them a whole new world to discover once they're more into the game, and that's really, the approach that I feel like you are taking, which is super strong.
Yeah, and I think the secret is don't even call it a wallet, right? So
Yeah.
gamers, we love to get our inventory, right? We got like our cosmetics, our consumables, all that stuff. So don't like for the games, I would say don't even call it a wallet, right? Just call it your inventory. And then,
True.
hey, once I'm ready to use some on-chain capabilities, boom, it's already in my inventory.
Someone should make a wallet which is called inventory and just brand it in terms of gaming. I think that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need more
Cool.
game
Then
specific stuff, honestly, like in Web3, just focus on gaming.
completely agree. Then I want to thank you again for showing us all of this and talking to us. Are there any like last words, any very important things that you want all the viewers to take away?
Yeah, definitely. So thank you, Patrick and Vic, for having me. Really, really appreciate it. And guys, if you do want to support Goombles, the best thing you could do is just give us a follow on Twitter and come say what's up in the Discord. You don't have to own a Goomble to be part of the community. And if you really want to support us, then you can get a Goomble on JPEG Store. And like I said, it'll be basically your all access pass to everything. And if you do play the game, you're going to get the coolest and rarest items, most likely before all the players get into the game, right? So if you want to get those like rare CSGO skins that are now going for like crazy amounts and everything, no, you didn't get those like 10 years into the game, right? The rarest skins are the ones that are like super collectible and early and things like that. So other than that, guys, just play more Web3 games. There's so many cool games that are actually developing, and pick up the controller, keyboard, whatever you do, and just enjoy yourself and actually check out the games that are going to be onboarding people to these Web3 ecosystems.
Exciting. Thank you very much and have a great rest of the day.
Peace, everybody. Thank you.
Dash.